Welcome back, everybody. We are back once again for our weekly breakdown of Nova Online. We couldn't miss a week. I know I just uploaded yesterday, but we couldn't miss our weekly breakdown on the specimen we know as Nova Online. Especially with the week before, I didn't really do an update on what this goober was doing. It was more of just like showing y'all the hypocrisy of Nova dumpstering on Lemur for him being fat. So I needed to get back into it and show y'all what Nova has been up to. And like usual, so many times before, Nova is eating. Nova's eating. Shocker. But what really throws me for a loop and befuddles me is the fact that this hexagonal-shaped doofus is still looking slimmer, but his diet and the foods he scarfs down haven't changed at all. I know in modern days there have been ways to lose weight without adding, a lot of effort into your daily routine, and this isn't me saying that Nova is using less than ethical means to get to his desired weight. I'm just a bit perplexed on how he's dropped so much weight with such very little change in his diet, and assumingly no exercise at all, because we know that Nova used to love pumping out mediocre gym content of him flopping around and lifting some really low weights, so I feel like he would want to show the fact that he's been in the gym, and actually this time it's been working. But no, he's still eating like garbage, and there's no evidence that he's in the gym. So I wonder what he's doing to lose all this weight. But with all that speculation out the way, let's get into the first TikTok of Noah we have today, where he is slobbering down on some candy and soda. I know, diet of champions. Oftentimes I down 2 bags of Sour Patch Kids and a Dr. Pepper, and I look in the mirror and my abs damn near form themselves.
My friend sent me this Hawaiian candy called the Jade Lunar set. Today, we're gonna give these a try. But before we do, we're going to try this soda called Fresca. I've seen it all over stores, but I've never actually had it before. Let's give it a sniff.
Exclusive property of the Nova Universe on
It
TikTok.
kind of smells like squirt.
Excuse me? It kind of smelled like what now? Nova did clear up the confusion in the comment section, saying that Squirt is in fact a grapefruit beverage, but there had to be something else that this smelled like Nova. Was this his attempt at clip farming right here? There had to be a different soda, or just a different scent in general this reminded him of. But as y'all can see in here, the watermarks aren't going away. The piercing voice of the exclusive property of the Nova Universe is still here, and it's still as annoying as ever. Nova also has been using this Minecraft block looking green screen here, and one of the comments actually asked him about this, asking if the green screen is being used to cover up the background heap, and I think they might be onto something here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Let's give this a try. Daiboja. Kinda tastes like nothing. It just tastes like straight soda water. Very, very disappointed in this. How local can you get? Indeed. Let's first try the LH Gummy Bear. Wow, holy texture difference from regular gummy bears. The texture is much firmer than the Haribos that I'm used to. I actually really like that.
Now, obviously, I've never had these gummies that Nova's eating here, but if those gummies are firmer than the Haribo gummies, then Nova might just be eating like little bits of concrete. Haribo gummies are so damn hard right out of the bag. I know this doesn't really have anything to do with the video. I was just a bit gobsmacked by that notion. However, in turn, we all know that Nova's food reviews are quite poor, both in quality and interpretation of what things taste like and how good they are or how bad they are. Because oftentimes he's just like, good, or not good, don't like, with very little qualitative examples on why the food is good or bad. So I did make it, I made it back around to make it a point here.
Let's next try the LH Watermelon. Once again, a much firmer gummy, and it reminds me of a Sour Patch Kids watermelon without the sour. Now let's try the LH Buds. Once again, they're like Sour Patch Kids without the sour, and they are extremely firm.
Okay, these are either the firmest gummies in the world, or they're 5 years old and Nova unearthed them cleaning his septic tank of a room and decided to say a friend sent them to him and he wanted to make a video about them. Surely not every gummy is as firm as a trampoline, right?
And finally, the red 40 belts. I mean, the strawberry belts. Red 40. If this thing can freaking come loose from its packaging. I did not expect these to be sour. These are immaculate. Everything was good. But out of all, my least favorite is the buds. Then it's the watermelon. Then it's the gummy bears. And of course, number one is the red 40 belts. I'm probably going to be trying some other sets of Jade, so let me know which ones I should try if you're from Hawaii. Hey, Nova Kadri, signing off.
I love how he starts with his least favorite first. Like, usually when you're listing stuff, especially something that was free and sent from a friend, you would probably start with, this one is my favorite, and then go down the list. But Nova was like, alright, this one is the worst. Fucking obviously. Last place for this gummy right here, and then he goes up the list. I don't know, that just seems a bit disingenuous, but that does fit into Nova's character like a glove. He's about as likable as Wet Socks in the current state of Overwatch. But we press on. We're gonna get in the next video here, where Nova is reviewing a 7-Eleven cold-pressed juice drink. And there's actually a couple things I want to touch on in this video, some of which aren't related to what Nova's talking about directly. I just want y'all to, when we get into this part of the video, survey the background a little bit. You know, look in the back part of Nova's room and see what you see.
We're reviewing another 7-Eleven cold pressed juice. If you remember the last one when I reviewed the Tropical Glow, I was absolutely mind blown. Let's see if that's the same case with this strawberry banana cold pressed juice, also from 7 Select. This one is at least 40% less sweet, only having 30 grams of sugar. And this one is made with strawberry, banana, apple, and lemon. I'm very excited to try this if it's just as good as the Tropical Glow.
Alright, I think I gave y'all enough time to see what you can see back there, and what first stuck out to me in the mountain of trash and garbage is the box of Twisted Tea. I reckon from this position the box is likely empty, but we have Nova getting down and dirty with his alcohol here. Not throwing away the box is kinda interesting, however he doesn't throw anything away, so it's not a shock, but we just have to wonder, is Nova drinking alone? Was he having a party? I'm not sure. I just thought it was interesting seeing, you know, in the Mount Everest of trash over there, and I wanted to see y'all's opinion on it in regards to the box of Twisted Tea and what y'all think about it. Now with the video itself, I'm not sure if Nova wanted a high five or anything, but 30 grams of sugar isn't exactly something you should be cheering for. That's still a lot of sugar. I think when Nova reads the fact that there are fruits and vegetables in something, he immediately thinks that they're infallible, but 30 grams of sugar isn't great.
Let's give it an open.
Exclusive property of the Nova Universe on TikTok.
Oh my god, it smells just as fucking good as the Tropical Glow. But does it taste as good as the Tropical Glow? Let's try it out. Daiboja. Oh my god, I'm about to have a fucking... Holy fucking shit.
Sorry about that. I didn't prepare y'all for the puke warning there. I think with reasonable deduction based off his reaction and lip reading, we all knew what he said. I'm not gonna repeat it because it's pretty nauseating, but like, what the hell, Nova? Have some respect for people's ears.
Holy fucking shit, that's so good. I'm ordering these every time I do a 7-Eleven run now. This is fucking gas. It tastes just like a strawberry banana smoothie with a little bit of tartness from that lemon. This is definitely good. But was it better than the Tropical Glow? I'm not sure, but this still gets a respectable 50 out of 10. Nova Universe, signing off.
So this drink was good enough to audibly say that you were going to, you know, but you aren't sure if it was better than the one before? That one must have been a fucking panacea. Like, it must have been the reason that Nova dropped 70 pounds. If it was in contention for the #1 7-Eleven drink here, I'm sure it was just literally like the peak of existence right there. Now, I'm sure all the employees and everyone involved with 7-Eleven started cheering after they saw this video. You know, the Adonis of TikTok food reviewing gave their drink such a glowing review, and now 7-Eleven cold-pressed drinks are going to be flying off the shelves, I'm sure. I mean, this was just so weird. From Twisted Tea Box to the decision that Nova made to be so excited during this drink to say what he said, this is definitely going to be a TikTok I remember, unfortunately. But let's move on to another one today. In this video, Nova is reviewing more drinks. This time it's the Kool-Aid Jammers, but in like the cylinder-looking things. I always preferred the pouches, me personally. But in this video, Nova said that these little juice barrels brought in a flood of nostalgia.
So, I found these Kool-Aid bursts at my local Kroger store, and I haven't seen these since I was a freaking child. So today, I'm going to relive my childhood and try one of my favorite drinks from that age time. For me, it always had to be blue. I could not accept any other color in my lunchbox. Let me just...
Exclusive property of the Nova Universe on TikTok.
This is just a bundle of plastic. Damn. Alright. We got one. So, let's go ahead, give these a shot. I'm holding a bottle of pure nostalgia. Let's give it a sniff. Brings me back to childhood. Let's try these out.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I see these drinks pretty regularly still. I don't know if it's where Nova is, like where he lives, and stores don't stock them, but I feel like stores in general still have these drinks, because Kool-Aid like hasn't gone under. It wasn't something that was just a part of Nova's childhood. It's still a drink people get pretty frequently for their kids, I'm sure. So this just interested me here.
They definitely changed. Now, many of the mixed berry stuff that I've had before doesn't have much flavor, and this is one of those. It kind of tastes just like sugar water. Maybe it's because I'm having them lukewarm that they're not that good, but I'm going to pop a couple in my mini fridge and we'll see if they taste better. Anyways, for now, I'll give these a 3 out of 10. My childhood self is so unhappy right now. Novine Universe, signing off.
So, Goober here didn't even throw them into the fridge. That's just insane. I can never have a warm beverage unless it's like supposed to be, like a hot chocolate. And then he gives it a 3 out of 10. Again, with so little examples or reasoning on why it's getting a 3 out of 10. Nova's reviewing is always so lazy and uninspiring. I don't know why he's never tried to add like a bit of flair, like some editing or something to stand out. But regardless, that'll be it for today's video, guys. I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one once again. We are right on the cusp of that 1,000 subscriber mark. And I just want to thank all of you guys for watching each one of my videos. All the comments, likes, and subscribers. Y'all are amazing, and I hope we can continue building this community here. But for now, I'm out of here. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Deuces.